So let's try doing this now with polynomials. 4x squared minus 3x minus 6 divided by x minus 2. Looks scary, but we're going to do it exactly the same way as when we were using numbers. So we write the dividend. Leave yourself plenty of space because you're going to write other stuff down here. Put a line and put your divisor. Now here's what we're going to do. Look only at the x term. How many times does x go into 4x squared? X times what gives me 4x squared? And the answer is 4x. Can you see where that came from? 4x times x gives me 4x squared. Okay, x times 4x is 4x squared. Then we're going to go negative 2 times 4x. We're going to multiply the remaining term by the thing I've just worked out. Negative 2 times 4x is negative 8x. And I'm going to write it underneath like that. Then I'm going to subtract. Now you have to be very careful with signs here. 4x squared, take 4x squared is 0. I knew that. I don't even have to write it. I knew it was going to go away because that's how I worked it out. But this one is negative 3 take negative 8. Be very careful with the signs. That's why I put the brackets around to make sure I remembered. Negative 3 take negative 8. Well, that's negative 3 plus 8, which is 5x. Then we go on. How many times does x go into 5x? And the answer is 5. X times 5 is 5x. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. Write it underneath the column so you can see exactly what's going on. Put a line. Now you can put an arrow here and bring down the minus 6 if you want to. Why don't I do that just to be clear? You don't have to do this, you can do it from the top, but depending how far you go, it may be easier to write it in. Subtract. 5x take 5x is 0, I knew that. Negative 6 take negative 10 is negative 6 plus 10, which is 4. I have nothing left here, so I can stop there. I also know I can stop because I've got down to the constant term in the quotient. So then I can write my division like this. This is equal to my quotient plus my remainder. And I can also write that the other way, the same as I did with numbers. I can write it like this. 4x squared minus 3x minus 6 equals divisor times by quotient plus remainder. If you want to check, expand this out, simplify, and you should end up back with this. Let's try another one. 7x squared plus 2x plus 1 divided by x plus 3. So, like last time, we write out the dividend with plenty of space and we write the divisor. Oops, I didn't do that right. Plus became a minus for no good reason. There we go. Okay, x goes into 7x squared 7x times. You have to make it so that this times this equals this. X times 7x gives me 7x squared. Then these two. 3 times 7x is 21x. Subtract. That goes away. 2 minus 21 is negative 19x. Bring down the next term. Again, you don't have to draw the arrow if you don't want to. X goes how many times into negative 19x? Negative 19 times. X times negative 19 is negative 19x. 3 times negative 19, oops, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Well, 3 times 20 would be 60, so this is 57, minus 57. Should have chosen nicer numbers, shouldn't I? Not to worry. Subtract. This goes away. 1 minus negative 57 is 1 plus 57, which is 58. So my original division, the quotient plus the remainder over the divisor. Or you can also write it the other way. My original dividend, nope, I read that wrong, plus 2x, it was a bit messy, sorry about that, plus 1 equals divisor times quotient plus remainder.